Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alison, the online piano and online violin tutor. In today's video I'm going to talk to you about why your violin bow is not producing a nice clean clear sound. But before we get into this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and comment underneath the video, as it does help with the YouTube algorithms to help get my YouTube channel out there a little bit more. I'd also just quickly like to make everyone aware that I have a Patreon page, and for just $5 a month you'll gain access to my complete back catalogue of almost 1,000 pieces of violin sheet music, which are added to on a weekly basis, as well as MP3 backing tracks for the violin performance covers, and some easy piano music as well that cover literally every genre from Chopin to Adele and everything in between. If you are interested, further details on my Patreon page can be found in the link just under here, and I will also put a link underneath this video and in the comments as well. Now, first off, you could just be bowing too close to the bridge. So the ideal place where we want to bow is in between the bridge and the fingerboard. Now, some people say that you need to be kind of bowing sort of in the middle, or just sort of in the middle but slightly further to the bridge. I just think if you kind of just stick to the middle, you're probably not far off. The closer you bow to the bridge, the more scratchy it's going to be. Let me see if I can do that. It puts my teeth on edge doing that, but this is me bowing in the middle. Nice and clear, crystal clear sound, great, everything's fine. When you're bowing near the bridge, you start getting that kind of nails down chalkboard kind of sound, and it really puts my teeth on edge, like biting into cotton wool kind of thing. If you know, you know. So don't bow too close to the bridge because you're going to start losing tone. So what you want to be doing is, you also don't want to be bowing too close to the fingerboard. Although bowing close to the fingerboard is not too bad. It's less, fingers down chalkboard kind of situation, but you are going to lose tone, but tone and clarity obviously, but you do get a slightly softer feel. So if you don't want to be playing so loud, and I wanted to soften my tone, I can play a little bit further. I can play actually just on the fingerboard if I want to. I have played just on the fingerboard before. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. You've just got to keep an eye on, where your bow is when you are doing that. But you still get the nice quality of sound. It's just going to be a lot softer. When you bow towards the bridge, the further to the bridge you go, the worse it's going to be. So what you don't want to be doing is you don't want to be putting your bow right up to the kind of that level where that bridge is. Do you sort of see what I mean? It's too far. So if you're bowing in the middle, which is probably about there, if you want to bow further towards the bridge to give a little bit more welly to the sound, you can kind of, that's all you really need to go. You probably want to stay a good 3/4 of a centimetre away from the bridge, but even moving just a millimetre or two closer to the bridge from the central portion of where you're playing is enough to give you a louder sound. But don't play too close to that bridge, and certainly not right on the hump of the bridge, because you are literally going to lose that crystal clear, nice clean sound straight away. Okay, so another reason why your bow might not be producing a nice crystal clear sound is if you are either pushing too hard on the bow or playing too lightly. So if your pressure is too firm or too light. So this is me playing normally. And that was me pushing too much pressure down. So as soon as I do that, you can hear the roughness. You can just hear the tone changing. Nice tone. If I go harder, not only am I hitting all the other strings as well, but it just gives a much rougher, just not a very nice, pleasant tone. If I'm playing too lightly, it's very similar to the sound that you get when your bow is playing on top of the bridge, just less of the, nail down chalkboard kind of situation. But the sound is just hollow. It's just fine and thin and sort of wispy. And almost a little bit harmonic-y as well. So we want to keep a nice consistent pressure, and what can also help us do that as well, which is kind of the third reason that your bow might not be producing such a nice quality of tone, could be that you just want to maintain a nice consistent bow speed. But bow speed kind of just goes hand in hand with pressure really. So we don't want to be bowing too fast, because if we're bowing too fast we can't get a nice consistency. If we're bowing too slow, too silly slow, again we can't get the pressure. So we just want to be bowing at a nice sort of, you know, moving the arm up and down at a nice consistent pace. Now some of that might be dictated by the type of pieces that we're playing, whether they're fast or slow, but generally we're not going to be playing something that's so slow or so super duper fast that we're going to be doing this with the bow. If we're playing faster pieces, then, you know, we're only going to be using that much bow in comparison. We're definitely not going to be using the whole bow to, it's physically impossible. I can't do those very short, minute notes with a much larger bow. So to recap then, bowing too close to the bridge, we don't want to be doing that, because that's just not going to give us, that's going to give us an awful kind of, you know, teeth kind of on edge sort of sound. Applying too much pressure on the bow or not enough pressure on the bow, and maintaining a nice consistent bow speed. So those two kind of go hand in hand together. So there we go, a nice quick simple easy video on why your violin bow might not be producing a nice crystal clear sound. I hope this has helped. There are more reasons to this, obviously, why your bow might not be, you know, there's obviously some deeper reasons going on here, but these are the two or three main ones that I think are the main reasons why you just might not be sounding crystal clear. And it's, you know, just the very simple, most obvious, easy ones. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.